So I've been at my new social media job for a month now, which is crazy to me. I swear I've been there for like a week, but no, it's been a month officially, and I have a lot to say. I did do Get Ready With Me's on my first ever job interview and my first day at the job, so I thought, you know what? I'll do a first month at the job as well. I hope you do enjoy it. Today, I'm just going to be doing an everyday work look. It's not going to be my wham pam in your face blue cut crease smoky eye. It's going to be an office look today because I am indeed going to the office to start my second month, which is insane to me. So I'm going to do my makeup with you today, but just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on YouTube, 7 videos a week. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. However, again, today we're toning it down a bit. We've got to be professional. I also love project panning, shop my stashes, all that kind of stuff. I'm dabbling into reviews as well. So if that sounds like a good time to you, stick around, join our little family. We would love to have you. I'm really close to finishing my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Like, look at this. So I'm going to use this today. So I decided to get a second job. I do count YouTube as like my first job, because even though I don't earn more money from YouTube, I put a lot more time into YouTube, which is kind of crazy. I'm hoping that it changes soon. But there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do. I want to start my driving lessons. I have, and I know a few people are going to be a little bit mad at me for this, but I have booked in for teeth whitening. It's a whole deal. If you know, you know. Basically, a lot of people have issues with my teeth, and it's starting to really like get to me, and I'm noticing it in every video that I film, that my teeth are naturally, okay, I've had it checked by a dentist, it's not my hygiene, they are just naturally yellower. So I've booked in for teeth whitening. I'll do a whole video on that. That's something I wouldn't have been able to do without my second source of income. I'm going to use a mix of my Makillo darker shade and my Urban Decay Hydromaniac. This one's too light, this one's too dark. Mix them together, perfect. So that's what I'm going to do today. But yeah, I almost don't want to show my teeth. It's made me really, really insecure. Again, I'll go more into it in a dedicated video, but it's allowed me to do that, which is amazing. I'm really, really happy about that. And it's also given me a little bit of freedom as well. I can take a step back from people. I don't have to rely on people. I can financially fund myself. Amazing. Needed. And I feel like it's also given me this motivation almost to like get up and go and do things, because being self-employed on YouTube is quite difficult in the sense that you are your own boss. I can get up whenever I want. Like, I've had a lazy morning this morning because it's like I just don't want to get up right now. And I am trying to get out of that. But you know what, sometimes you do need a bit of a lazy day, and that's fine. But I work 7 days a week. I don't really have weekends, and that's something that I've quite struggled with picking up, obviously, another job. I didn't really have much time anyway, and now I have no time, which is, it's a lot. It is a lot. But you know what? I'm really happy right now. I'm hoping that once things pick up a little bit, I can then give myself some time to chill, because I do need it. Everyone needs time to chill, but I feel like I've not breathed in quite a while. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm okay. I'm not really burnt out yet. I'm not like feeling it, you know. But this job has been something that I've really needed, just to get me out the house, to be honest. Working from home, I'm sure a lot of people know from, you know, what's been happening over the past few years in the world. Working from home is tough. It's really difficult. You've got to really push yourself to go outside, which sounds so easy, but when you get in a routine and when you start, you know, living your life, you forget about basic things like the sun. Who knew the sun existed? Not me. Put way too much foundation on my nose. Oh no. I think having that social group has really, really been so good for me, because I have never really had that before, and I have noticed a few struggles. I did like a whole Get Ready With Me talking about my imposter syndrome. I'll link it up in the cards. But basically, I always feel like whatever I do isn't good enough and that like everyone secretly hates me. And that's been a struggle. That has been a real struggle because everything that I do, I feel like I'm going to get shouted at for, and I feel like the people at work like don't actually like me and they're just like putting up with me because they have to. And I am trying to get through that. I'm in therapy for that. But slowly I do feel like I am making strides in that. I do feel like I am slowly but surely getting over that because everyone is genuinely so nice there, and I could not ask for a better work team. Like, there's been no arguments, there's been no, behind the back kind of stuff. It is just like one big family, and that is something that I have desperately needed because everywhere that I have been has just been awful. And that's probably one of the reasons why I chose to be self-employed and go down a self-employed route, because I cannot deal with people behind the back or mean, horrible people. I can't deal with them. I've had enough with them. So yeah, it's just nice to be in a very, very small team of people who are just so genuinely nice. But I haven't even told you what I do. I make adverts online on the internet. And I also have designed a scaffolding banner, which I never thought I'd do. I kind of do a lot of the design aspects of the company. Yeah, basically adverts for Instagram or for local papers or things like that. And I found that my kind of thumbnail designing has been a huge asset in that aspect, because I use the same program that I use for my thumbnails, and I kind of do the same kind of setup as my thumbnails, and that has given me a massive leg up, and I actually know what I'm doing, which is amazing. It is only a small company, which I actually wanted. I did not want to work for a big, mega company. I don't thrive in those situations. I would rather have like a close-knit team, a small community. I've always been that kind of person. I'm really happy that I've landed where I have. I just use my By Terry hyaluronic powder, and I've found that if I use a brush with it, it kind of sits a bit better. I've had a lot of issues with this powder. I don't know if it's going to turn me orange or white or cake up all my foundation. It's quite finicky. So I don't know, with a brush, I think I quite like it. It looks quite nice. So that's, who knew? I'm going to go in with my Too Faced powder with a massive pan in it. I am hoping to finish this sometime this year, but it is going slow. Let me tell you, oh my god, it is not wanting to be finished. For my cheeks, I'm going to use my Nars Exposed Cheek palette. This is in my deck of panning. Well, this bronzer's in my deck of panning, but I just want to use it all today. Why not? I need to find a brush. Where is everything? But I'm only doing 2 days a week at this new job, which is a nice start. The possibility is there to go up to 3 days a week, but I've kind of said in the past, if I do end up going to 3 days a week, I'll probably drop my YouTube to 5 days, because obviously right now I am doing 7 days. And I don't think I could upload on the weekends if I was doing another day at the office. I mean, I could, but I'd have to be getting up at like 5. I'd have even less of a social life than I do now. And there is that work-life balance that I am very keen to uphold. I think I upload pretty good anyway. Like I'm sure that it won't affect my channel too much, but I do love uploading. I do want to upload as much as humanly possible. And this is something that I really want to go down. I want to go down the YouTube route. My dream job is to be like a full-time YouTuber. That would be like my absolute, I couldn't even describe how much of a dream that would be. But for right now, I'm happy doing what I'm doing, and I've got to kind of prioritize the money aspect of it, because right now I'm pretty much working for free. I'm working for well below minimum wage on YouTube, and it's difficult. It really is. I feel a lot more confident as well in this job, which is really good. I'm gonna go in with this peach. I might mix a little bit of this very, very bright blush in with it. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't used the blushes or the highlighter that much in this palette. You could probably tell. It's also giving me the money to hopefully fund more reviews. I did apply, well, I've applied for like 3 PR lists in the past few weeks, which is crazy to me. I never, ever, ever thought that I would be applying for PR lists. But I have been in contact with 2 brands, actually. One is Sigma, who sent me this brush. Thank you, Sigma. And another indie brand who reached out to me. And that kind of gave me the confidence to apply myself. Because it's like, well, if this indie brand is reaching out to me of their own accord, then I must be pretty good. So I've always been way too scared. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like this job has definitely given me confidence that I need to step out my comfort zone and progress my career and things like that. And I'm so happy about that. I didn't end up going in with that super dark blush. I just used this peachy shade. And then I'm going to use the highlight that comes in this palette. This was my original choice for Pan That palette, but you guys said no. So I didn't. But I would definitely like to completely pan this palette, maybe next year. I'm saying early, okay? Guys, vote for this next year. No, I'm really happy with my progress of Pan That Face palette this year. I don't know if my update has gone live when you're watching this. I think it will have. Yeah, it will have. It would have gone live. I'll link it up in the cards. But this year's Pan That Face palette is flying by and I'm absolutely over the moon with it. I don't think this would have flown by. I feel like this would be a very long haul kind of product. But my Zoeva palettes, they're pretty much gone already. Slight over-exaggeration, but they are going. I do love this palette though. It's nice. It's more like creamy though. I feel like Nars does a lot more like creamier, cream to powder almost face products. And I don't know, I'm not too much of a fan of cream products. I've said this on my channel before, but those are nice. I do like them. I feel like YouTube let me pay for what I needed to pay for. And this new job lets me pay for what I want to pay for, which is a huge difference. I'm doing a lot more things that I wanted to do for a very long time, but didn't have the money to do. And that feeling, I love it. It's amazing. I love that feeling. Okay, I'm going to use my Natasha Denona Glam palette. I have this in my No Pan Left Behind, and there are a hell of a lot of shimmers that I need to get through in this palette. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to go about this. I'm going to go in with this shade Crease. It's the matte, cool toned taupey shade. And I'm just going to go to town with this all the way through my crease, all the way in my lid, everywhere. I have no plan. I should say that. No plan. Just vibes. I'm really lucky as well because one of my co-workers is very similar to me. Very glam, very, likes makeup, things like that. So we get on so well. And I don't know, I can just tell she's going to be like a friend, like a proper friend. And that is something that I've really needed. My best friend Autumn lives a very long way away. We met in uni. And then since then, we've both kind of gone back. Well, I've gone home and then she's moved away. So it's quite difficult to see her. So I have needed a friend in my local area where I am right now. And I just feel like this job has given me that as well. I have quite a lot of shimmers that I need to get through and I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I'm going to go with Outer Eyelid, which is this bottom shade here. And I am going to try and deepen up my crease with this, or my outer corner, I should say. Okay, this isn't very shimmery. It's definitely more of a satin. And then I'm going to blend with that fluffy brush. Then I'm going to go in with Center Eyelid, which is the shade next to it, and pop this on the center eyelid. It's definitely more warm tone than I would have liked. Okay, and again, I'm just going to blend those edges a little bit. Okay, and then I do really like this shade for my inner corner. This is the only inner corner shade that actually works for my inner corner, and that is something that I have had conversations with you guys about as well, about this palette. All of the shades are named where you're like supposed to put them, but for some skin tones it just doesn't work like that. Okay, this is so neutral and basic, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to do a wing, I think. Spice it up a little bit. I'm going to go in with my Pan That Palette Black. I've really started to like doing winged eyeliner with eyeshadow recently. I tried it a while back and I don't know what it was. I just couldn't get on board with it. I did not like it at all. I suddenly like it now. Who knew? It's really funny because I hear a lot of people like complaining about having to go to work or, I don't know, just painting their job in a very, very bad light. And I've always said I never, ever, ever want to be like that. I never want to have to complain about my job. I never want to have to say like, oh, I'm working tomorrow. I hate my job. And I honestly, I've never said that about, God, I've just messed up that, haven't I? I've never said that about YouTube. I've never said that about my new job either. And I'm really, really happy with that. I said it a lot about uni and I never want to be in that headspace ever again. I was worried for quite a long time while I was applying for jobs that I was going to just have to go into a job that I hated. Like the idea of working at a supermarket or something. No. No. But I was getting quite not desperate, but there are so many people in the job market right now, and I was getting denied from like Costa and WH Smiths and things like that, and it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to just go into a job that I hate just for the money. And I'm so happy that I didn't have to do that, like beyond happy. I'm gonna put this glow globe on just on my eyes just to give them a little bit of extra shimmer. I love this. It's like a wet kind of shadow and it goes with everything. I do just feel like every week that goes by, there's like one less thing to worry about, you know? I'm figuring my stuff out. I'm making a plan. I'm really hoping that this plan goes to plan because that would be great. Yeah, I think I'm just very, very grateful for the direction that my life is going right now, and hopefully I can keep it on that trajectory. I've kind of learned what triggers me, what to avoid, how to make my situation and any situation that I'm in better for myself, and that's a massive learning curve as well that I've been through. So grateful for that, let me tell you. I'm gonna use my very, very beaten up Isla 117 lashes. These have been through the wars. I need to buy new ones. I'm pretty sure it recommends you reuse these 5 times. These are about 2 months old and I wear them at least 3 times a week. They're still clinging on though. They're fine. They're fine. I do try to be very, very careful with my lashes because I do not want to pay for a new set of lashes every 5 days. You're having a laugh. Absolutely not. I also want to buy a new camera eventually. This camera's having issues with focusing. I'm praying that this video has been in focus. I've noticed that the quality of this camera is definitely going down. So, I don't know, eventually I'd like to buy a new camera. But I've kind of made my big purchase of the month with my teeth whitening. I've not paid for it yet, but I don't really want to be spending a bunch of money a month. I would like to save because I want to move out, definitely. And my go-to lip combo recently has been, oh wow, this lip liner needs sharpening. This is Colourpop Beeper. It's like a really nice brownie nude. And then I put the Morphe lipstick in Forev's on top. It's just such a pretty brownie nude everyday lip combo and I love it. And with this, I'm done. I'm ready to go to work. I've got a really itchy nose. Oh my god. So yeah, I just wanted to sit and have a natter about my work life. I need to clean this desk because there is stuff everywhere. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful for this job. It's given me so much more to do and to spend my money on, and I want to go on holiday, and I want to obviously do my teeth whitening, my new camera, all these kind of things I would not be able to do without it. All the people I would not have met without it, and I'm just in a really good position when it comes to the job, the people, everything like that. I'm feeling really confident in myself and in my abilities and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, I'm just really, really grateful for it. So here we go. I hope you liked this video. The look is not my usual kind of look, but you know what? It's okay. I promise I'll do another crazy bright look very, very soon, so stick around for that. But with that being said, I'm going to pop off before I am late for the work. That would not be good. I hope you all have an absolutely incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.